Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have a triple unboxing for you guys. So today I'm going to be opening 3 different book subscriptions for you guys. We have the Goldsboro Science Fiction and Fantasy Fellowship. We also have the October Illumicrate, which I'm really excited to get into, and we also have the November Book of the Month pick. So this seems like a fabulous time to let you guys know that this video has very kindly been sponsored by Book of the Month. So if you are unfamiliar with Book of the Month, they are a US only book subscription that essentially bring you a curated selection of brand new hardback releases every single month at a price that is more affordable than you can pick them up anywhere else. Something that I really love about Book of the Month is that they have quite a wide range of books that are available every month. Some of them are super hyped releases that I've seen everywhere and I'm really excited to pick up, but a lot of them are ones that I have not heard of from debut authors, and I love that Book of the Month allows me the opportunity to pick up books that may have otherwise passed me by because they just weren't on my radar at all. So if you guys would like to try out Book of the Month for yourself, you can click on the link right at the top of my description box and enter the code Becca to get your very first month for $9.99. So that is a brand new hardback release for $9.99. But we are going to be having a look at what their November selections are, starting off with the one in the blue box, which is The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker, which I think this one might have been my pick of the month. In every Book of the Month box you get a little bookmark. This one says Life is Hard covers. I see what they did there. It took me a moment, but I see it. I see what they did. So something else I really love about Book of the Month's website is that when you go through the books of the month, they have like a little breakdown of what you can expect from the book. I can't explain it very well, so I will insert the one for Keeper of the Night here so that you guys can see it. But it essentially has a list of keywords. So this one says 400 plus pages, international, magical, and underdog. So it gives you like a few buzzwords to see if it is a book that you would be interested in. But this one is a young adult fantasy that follows a girl called Ren Scarborough, who is half British Reaper and half Japanese Shinigami, and she has been collecting souls on the streets of London for the Reapers for centuries. However, it is becoming very apparent that she cannot control her Shinigami abilities, and so she is cast out. And with the help of her brother, she has to hunt down 3 very dangerous Japanese yokai demons. Another one that could have been my pick of the month that I'm really excited about is How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days by K.M. Jackson. I read the XX, which was the Book of the Month pick for September, and absolutely loved it. So I'm also excited to read their romance pick for November. So this one follows a young woman who is obsessed with Keanu Reeves, and when she finds out that he is about to be married in 90 days, she will do anything to break up the wedding so that she can have him for herself, or at least leave him eligible for all of the other women in the world who are obsessed with him. So she heads out on this road trip to do just that with her best friend True Erickson, who wonders why he is along for the ride, but he feels like it has something to do with his undying crush on his best friend. And I'm guessing that this is going to be a friends to lovers story, and I'm really excited about it. We also have A Little Hope by Ethan Joella. This one is a adult contemporary fiction pick, and it seems like it's going to be a slice of life novel following a group of people in a small Connecticut town, as essentially they're really going through it. Like, I know one of them has cancer, one of them is coming to terms with the loss of her husband, so this one I think is sure to be an emotional read. One that I'm incredibly excited about is The Collective by Alison Galen. This one is an adult thriller pick, and from the cover it was giving me Major the Craft vibes, so I expected this to be like a teen slasher, but it's actually not. This one follows an angry, grieving mother whose daughter died 5 years prior to the start of this story, and she still believes that this privileged young man is responsible for the death of her daughter. So she joins The Collective, which is a group of similarly angry women, and they together perform really precise anonymous revenge killings on the privileged people who are responsible for their pain. Cannot wait to read this. We also have The Family by Naomi Krupitsky. This one is a historical fiction pick, and this one follows 2 young women in 1950s, I think, Brooklyn, and it is about them, their friendship. They grew up very close together in Brooklyn, and also the influence and effect that their fathers have on their lives and how this carries forward into their future and affects their relationship together. Book of the the Month also has an extensive back catalogue and also a range of brand new add-ons every month that you can add to your subscription at a discounted price. I have a couple of examples of those here today, and I am so incredibly excited to read Will by Will Smith. And every time I say that to somebody, I've told a bunch of my friends I really want to read this book, they don't understand why I'm so excited about this. But this is essentially Will Smith's memoir, and I'm not going to say that I'm an incredibly big fan of Will Smith or anything, but I do think he's a pretty solid stand-up guy, and because of his personality and his presence and who he is, I think that the narration of this is going to be so compelling, and I'm really excited to get into it. And the other add-on I have is My Body by Emily Ratajkowski. This one is a collection of feminist essays, essentially about what it is like to be a woman and to be treated as a commodity. So I think this one is going to be a very powerful and interesting read as well. So there we have the November selections and also the add-ons from Book of the Month, all of them brand new hardcovers available at a extremely affordable price. So if anything that I've said about Book of the Month today sounds interesting to you, please don't hesitate to click on the link at the top of my description box, and don't forget that you can use the code Becca to get your very first month for just $9.99. And of course, a huge thank you to Book of the Month for once again sponsoring this video. So moving on to the October Illumicrate. If you guys are unfamiliar with Illumicrate, they are a UK based monthly sci-fi and fantasy bookish subscription box. In every box you get a brand new hardback release, I already know what's in this one, and a selection of bookish goodies. This box has also been very kindly sent to me by Illumicrate to show to you guys, so if you want to get your hands on your own Illumicrate subscription, you can use my code BECCA5 to get a discount on a 3 or 6 month subscription. So I don't remember what the theme for this month is, but the book is Iron Widow, which I think, is that the Yu-Gi-Oh one? I follow the author on Twitter, and I know that they're writing a book that's like Yu-Gi-Oh meets something else, but I can't remember if it's this one. This one might be Avatar related, maybe. But the theme for the month is revenge is sweeter. Here are the spoilers if you guys would like to pause and take a look. I am just going to be going in blind. And the November theme for Illumicrate is Death is Fortune, and I'm really excited for that box because it has a book that I really want to read in it. But it is also for fans of the Scorpio races, The Hobbit, Under the Whispering Door, and She Who Became the Sun. Oh, I completely forgot that this month's Illumicrate has a Rosy Thorn mug in it. These are a collectible item from Illumicrate. I have quite a few of them now. And this one says on the box, deal with the devil. And let's have a little look. I love Rosy Thorn's art style. Ooh, this one I think is inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco, which is a book that I actually really enjoy, and I'm really excited to be getting to Kingdom of the Cursed sometime soon. But I ordered the special edition from Fairy Loot, so I have to wait for that to arrive. We also have, oh my god, thank you Illumicrate. This is a set of measuring cups, and the amount of times that I have followed US recipes and everything is in cups. I don't know why you guys just like, you don't weigh anything. You measure everything in cups, and I don't have a set of measuring cups, and I keep meaning to get them, but I bake so infrequently that I've never gone out of my way to actually purchase a set. So thank you so much to Illumicrate for providing me with a set of measuring cups. They all have the same design on the back, which is this. I was gonna say Caraval, but I actually think maybe Heartless by Marissa Meyer, because the main character in that bakes a lot. Oh no, they are inspired by Caraval. I am wrong. But also, why would a top hat be, yeah, that's a definite circus theme. I don't know where I was going with that. We also have, is this a candle? You know I love a candle. This is a very strong box. I'm very excited. This one is from Amelia's Kitchen Candles. Oh, the smell on this. The name of it is The Convergence, and the smell is honey and cinnamon. So let's do the sniff test. Oh, it's mainly cinnamon. It actually smells like chai. It smells like my chocolate chip chai from T2. But honey, cinnamon, almond, all of my favorite fragrances. So you know I'm gonna use that. We also have a fabric item. Oh, it's another one of the bags. The items in this box are really strong. I'm really impressed. So this is a little bag. I actually have the other one from Illumicrate, which was Nevernight themed, down there with all of my graphic novels in, and it's completely full, so I'm actually really happy to have another one. But this one is inspired by Circe? It's definitely Circe or the Song of Achilles. I think it's Circe. This is the print on the fabric. It's super pretty and it says I am made of memories on it. And you can, they actually fit into the top of book carts if you've got a TBR cart. Can I fit all of my Book of the Month books in here? That would be cool. Yep. That is all of my Book of the Month books in here. So you can fit 7 hardbacks in here. And I have about 30 graphic novels in my other one. And there's still a little bit of space in that. So I will definitely use that. Honestly, there's not a single item in this box so far that I will not use. This is an amazing box from Illumicrate. We also have the monthly pin. In every Illumicrate as a bonus item, you get an enamel pin, usually inspired by the Book of the Month. And this one is super pretty. They're all really pretty actually, as you can see. I do display my pins that come in subscription boxes, and we have one more item in here, which is this really pretty print, which I think is inspired by Witches Steeped in Gold. Yes, this one is inspired by Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. Super pretty. And finally we have the Illumicrate book for October, which as usual is in the little yellow bag. I'm excited to see the edition on this, but this goes that way. Of course, Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao. So I have heard some excellent things about this actually. We also have a signed bookplate in here and I don't actually know what it's about, but let's have a look at the edition first. Oh, this is super pretty. So we have stenciled edges, also have this gorgeous foiling under the dust jacket, which says you've been living a dream for long enough, welcome to your nightmare. Ominous. And we also have this art under the dust jacket, which is super pretty. And then, oh my god, I love that that is their author photo. I can't believe that they went with that. That is great. You know, we have to stand just for that. But I will read you guys the synopsis on this just because I'm not, like, I've heard a lot about it, but I have no recollection. You've been living a dream for long enough, welcome to your nightmare. The boys of Huaja, I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, I apologize, dream of the celebrity status that comes with piloting chrysalises, giant transforming robots that battle the aliens beyond the Great Wall. Maybe this is the Yu-Gi-Oh one. Their female co-pilots are expected to serve as concubines and sacrifice their lives. When 18-year-old Zetian offers herself as a concubine pilot, her plan is to assassinate the ace male pilot responsible for her sister's death. But on miraculously emerging from the cockpit unscathed after her first battle, she is declared an Iron Widow, the most feared pilot of all. Now that Zetian has had a taste of power, she sets her sights on bigger things. The time has come to stop more girls from being sacrificed. So I actually thought that this was a fantasy. Seems like it's more sci-fi, but I have heard excellent things about it. So I'm really excited to get to this one. So that was the October Illumicrate. Solid box. So solid. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I'm actually going to use every single item in this box. Or maybe I'm lying, because these, I display them, I don't use them, just because I will use them very occasionally. I'm just worried about one of them breaking, because Curtis has a habit of smashing things when he washes them. So I try not to use them very much because obviously if they break, I can't replace them. But my favorite item is a set of measuring cups. Can't believe how hyped I am for these. You can tell that I'm approaching 30. This is what I'm most excited about. So the final thing that we have is the Goldsboro Science Fiction and Fantasy Fellowship. So this one is a sci-fi and fantasy subscription from Goldsboro Books. Goldsboro, I think that they're just a bookshop. I still don't know where exactly they started, but I think they started out as a bookshop and they are known for signed and numbered special editions of books. There's only 2,000 spots in this subscription, but it is a science fiction and fantasy book only subscription where you pay, I think it works out at like 25 or it's somewhere between 23 and 25 pounds, I think, for me, including shipping, for a brand new sci-fi or fantasy special edition every single month. They announce it ahead of time as well, so like I already know what the December pick is going to be, and you also have the option of skipping up to 3 months of the year. But I'm real excited to start reading some of these. I may do a video on it for you guys, like reading the picks and letting you know whether the subscription's worth it. But this is an extremely limited subscription with there only being 2,000 spots, and I'm just really into book only subscriptions at the minute, especially ones that contain adult fantasy, something that I really like about the Goldsboro ones as well. Some of the books that they feature for their picks I have heard of, but a lot of them I haven't, so it's exciting to receive a book that I haven't heard about and kind of broaden my horizons when it comes to sci-fi and fantasy, because I feel like I'm still playing catch up. So I'm still trying to read through things like Name of the Wind, the Cosmere, and it's nice to get some fresh books that I haven't heard about into my collection. So this one is The Actual Star by Monica Byrne. It goes this way, there we go, and it is a naked hardcover design with this foiling on it. Please tell me it has a synopsis inside, because I do not remember what this is, but this one is signed by the author and it is number 1821 out of 2000. So please, do we have a synopsis or do I have to look one up? So because this has such a very different cover, I will overlay the original cover over the top. Now that I'm looking at the original cover, I do think I've seen it, but not like I'm completely unfamiliar with this book. So the synopsis says, David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas meets Octavia Butler's Earthseed series as acclaimed author Monica Byrne spins a brilliant multi-generational saga spanning 2,000 years from the collapse of the ancient Maya to a far future utopia on the brink of civil war. I am already sold. The Actual Star takes readers on a journey over thousands of years and 6 continents, collapsing 3 separate timelines into one cave in the Belizean jungle. An epic saga of 3 reincarnated souls, this novel demonstrates the entanglements of tradition and progress, sister and stranger, love and hate. The book jumps forward and backward in time among a pair of twins who ruled a Maya kingdom, a young American on a trip of self-discovery, and 2 dangerous charismatics in a conflict that will determine the fate of the few humans left on Earth after massive climate change. In each era, age-old questions about existence and belonging and identity converge deep underground, because only in complete darkness can one truly see the stars. Okay, yes, I'm sold. So we have a multi-generational story here and we also have reincarnation, so I'm super hyped about this one as well. Now the question is, can I read all of these books in November? Because I really want to, and actually I can, because I don't have a TBR this month. So if I chose to, I could indeed read all of these books, but I'm also trying to prioritize my backlist, so I probably shouldn't actually do that. So those are all of my October unboxings. I should have a fairy loot, however it has been slightly delayed, so you'll be seeing that sometime in the future. But down in the comments, please let me know what your favorite item from this Illumicrate box is, which is the best Illumicrate that I've ever received. And also please let me know which of the November book of the month selections, which you cannot see because I put them in the Illumicrate bag, would be your pick. And once again, if you want to check out book of the month, link in my description. Use the code Becca to get your first book for $9.99. And a huge thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. I will of course also, as usual, leave links down in my description box to all of Illumicrate and Goldsboro's website information, social medias, and also any discount codes that I have. But aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna. If you head to my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you're a go and nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.